by 5, class?
Because the key shows.
Wait, because what?
The,
We're counting by 5s because what?
the key.
The key, thank you. The key says each smiley face represents 5 students. So how many total students are in this graph? 65. Let's count. Let's make sure, because I don't know if that's true. Let's count together. 5, 10, 15,
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 60, 65,
50. We're at 50.
55, 60, 65.
She was right. Well, she was right. We fixed it. Kaylin was kind of right. What would have made Kaylin's answer right? Valeria, thank you for that quiet hand. What would have made her answer right? Thank you. Excellent. I owe you another one.
What? He's on fire.
So what made this graph different from counting the smiley faces on the other graph?
It's like different numbers.
Thank you. The key made a difference. So, Andre, matter of fact, have somebody else read it.
Me.
Somebody, can you read our question for us?
Right there.
What? Soraya, sit in your seat like you're supposed to. Can you help? Andre? Excellent. What does our key tell us in all?
65.
Israel. Hold on. Israel.
Wait, no.
Israel should be the only one settled there. You're on the right track, Israel. You're on the right track. Why is 12 not the answer? Quiet hand. Matter of fact, I'll pull a popsicle stick. Jay Monty. Why is the answer not 12? Genesis, you think you can help Jay Monty? Because of the key. What is the key? So, where's the key, Jay Monty? Come touch it. Class, is that the key?
No.
No. Where is the key? Where's the key, Max?
65.
Let me pick a popsicle stick. Soraya,
What?
how many flowers are there? All right, y'all may have a seat. Touch them. You can touch it. How many flowers are there? Counted by. Look at our key. What does it say? 5. So touch them at 55. Thank you. Excellent job. I owe you a dojo point. Thank you. Excellent. All right. Let's go to the next one. you write your answer? Oh, you already did them all? Excellent. Good job. So, thank you. Excellent. How many daisies are there?
15.
There are 15.
25.
25. Excellent. How did we get 25?
Because I counted mine.
How many how many flowers are there?
25.
How many pictures of flowers are there?
5.
There are 5 pictures of flowers, but each flower represents. Y'all know what? Y'all are doing multiplication.
Wait,
I don't even realize.
I know that.
You're doing multiplication because if each flower represents 5 and you have 5 flowers, that's 5 times 5. 25.
Oh yeah.
25. Excellent. How many violets are there?
15.
15. That's 5 times what? 5 times 3. Excellent. All right. So part B.
Okay. All right. So what you have on your desk in front of you is this right here. It's on the last page because everything else is at the front of it, okay? Your goals for your internship today, and we went over this a little bit yesterday. You want to learn as many student names as possible. You do not have to memorize them, okay, yet. It's only your second internship, okay, going out. And you do want to try to start learning a few names, okay? If you can get a seating chart from your teacher, or if you want to make one, like while you're sitting there today, if you're doing more observation than you are interacting with the students, you can go ahead and like recreate the classroom and sort of draw where the students are. And then on Monday, when you come in for your internship highlights that we talk about, what you'll be doing is sharing like the room arrangement, sharing where the students are, okay? And then also, I want you to be able in your reflections for Tuesday, I want you to be able to include several examples in your internship for how you showed students that you care about them in your internship today. Okay, because this is what we're sort of focusing on. We've talked about your at-risk students already, starting to look around the room, see which students might be more at risk, more struggling, okay, more challenged in the classroom. And so what you want to do today, though, is I want you to come back on Monday, okay, and tell me how you showed a student that you cared in your internship, okay, whether it was a whole class or whether it was a couple. And let me go all the way back to the beginning, okay. We covered the at-risk students with your building bridges. Okay, this is chapter 2. Okay, chapter 2 is show that you care. And y'all are all really good at that anyway. Okay, that's why you're in here, because you love students already. And this is a quote. Okay, and I just want you to think about it. You don't have to write anything down for it. But it says, many teachers enter the profession because they care about students and want to use their skills to help their students succeed academically. Most educators also share a genuine concern for the well-being of children and enjoy working with them. We are all expected to conduct ourselves in a caring manner and display caring behaviors. However, some of us need to improve our ability to see things from a student's perspective rather than always from our own elder vantage point. Okay, and for you, you're closer, okay, to the age of your internship students. But I want you, when you're in that classroom, to think about how are they perceiving you, okay, in the classroom. What kind of, feeling are you giving them that they can trust? We've talked about trust, building up trust in your relationship with your students. But look at it from their point of view. You're there at the end of the day, okay? It is on a Friday. It's a full moon, y'all, okay? And that we all know from past experiences last year that you don't, okay? You three that are, it's your first year for your internships. Full moons, the kids are much more active than they are any other time, okay, during the school year.
It's the same for work.
It is the same for work, okay? So when you're looking at it, I do want you to look at them today from the perspective of what are they seeing? How do they see you? How are they perceiving maybe their school at the end of the day? How has their day been? How has their week been? Because remember, for them, this is only their second week of school, okay? And they're coming off of a 4-day week and a holiday. So think about that, okay? School climate, we've talked about this. You did your poster over there. You've gone to all of the different areas in the school system. Okay, you have covered what things were like at Patillo, okay, and the Tarboro part of the school system. You have gone out to South Edgecombe and seen, that side of the school system, and then we went out to North Edgecombe, and you covered, the north side of the school. So I want you to think about when you're walking into the school today, and we've already talked about it a little bit, but what is the school climate? Okay, what does it feel like today after 2 weeks into the school year? And I want you to be able to talk about that a little bit when you come in on Monday, okay? There are 4 strategies, though, that I want you to start thinking about for helping students know that you care. There are a couple of different approaches, and you're getting ready to discuss, okay, together in a group this. One of the ways is a learning-centered approach. Okay, so a learning-centered approach refers to a wide variety of educational programs, learning experiences, instructional approaches, and academic support strategies that address the learning needs, interests, aspirations, or cultural backgrounds of individual students and groups of students. Okay, so it's where you think about what do your students need. It's a lot of student choice. So what I want you to do is you 3 together, and then y'all can kind of slide over this way. Discuss how you could create a learning-centered approach for a lesson in your internship. Like, think about the students that you just met last week in your internship. What would it look like, a learning-centered approach? For example, you've probably seen the video of the elementary teachers where out just a few minutes of it. What are some ways that you think you could create a lesson, because in the next few weeks you'll be creating lessons, for a learning-centered approach? Okay, like some of you did a lesson last week. Okay, like Effie did a lesson last week, her trust lesson with her students. Think about that. How would it be learning-centered approach? Okay, so go ahead and get with your group. I'm gonna give you a couple minutes, not too long. Maybe see how many ideas you can generate.
So obviously, the whole idea of this one is outside the classroom is great, but maybe also getting students to have more ideas and control. I think that also feeds into, you guys can tell me what you think about this, but I think it also feeds into giving students jobs. Because when they get a job in a classroom, like a line leader or like a classroom cleaner, they feel like, oh, the teacher cares about me so much, they pick me for, the line leader for the week, and it really helps them not only feel like the teacher cares, but also helps them feel like, they can keep learning because there's someone there who supports them.
Also teachers in today, I would use if they have like a rule in the classroom, somebody that's always writing down the board or make sure desks are clean, or like you said, line leader, et cetera, like that.
Because they're more likely to be social.
Also feel like, I actually do like the idea of like personal and interest outside the classroom, because that's the most impact for me as well as in the classroom.
What about learning? It's different for PE, but I can still see where you can make it relevant. Like you were talking about the other day about students that didn't like PE, to make it more learning-centered.
Sometimes you tell, like looking at people in the classroom, but other times you can't tell what their cultural background is at all. So
I guess we
Well, how
talked
did
about
football
I'll
start?
talk about experience
Or
in my own
how did basketball start
that I
too?
did last year,
Because
and what I noticed.
yeah, like basketball
and
actually
what I
started. It was
could
like
see,
this
oh,
warm
what I
crate
wanna
that the
do,
students
then,
hung
the
up.
next
They're just like
future,
throwing
like
footballs
not
in it,
this
actually.
week coming up, but
And,
still getting to know them.
that's how like the
It's
first
like with the
basketball game I
introduction
ever
part
played.
is like I
And so
remember
feels
like
like
what
we
was saying,
adapted more
communication,
like
like
learning
starting
center
conversation.
around PE.
Like
It could
they
help
thought
those
that was so
non-active students
important,
to
and
get active.
the smile
Even
on
if it's
their
something
faces,
as
I
small
still
as
can't get over it. It's just a
yeah,
smile because
sure,
they're
basketball.
Oh, that's very good. Look at y'all. Oh, nice. You keep
That's it.
the connection.
Yeah.
Jokes too, like they love the jokes.
Yeah,
they
otherwise
love, like,
you can do
me
learning center as
conversating
just
with
groups,
them.
basically.
Like
Just split them
I can
up.
tell they felt
I
like
do like different,
I'm
maybe
listening
standing
and I'm
on,
heard.
hands on,
And also
other,
like
or like
another thing
kind of
was
civic
within my
lessons
lessons
or like learning
is,
center.
you know, everybody said like an answer, everybody participating along. Cause I had one kid that he was upset for being there, he didn't wanna be in the class, and he was the quietest one there. But it wasn't until we got to the activity part where everybody participated, holy smokes, I saw him shine. It was like light, all of this.
Okay, take like 10 seconds to kind of finish up that part.
And I think that kind of goes back to
Another one. Okay, responsive classroom approach. Leading daily morning meetings, which you can't do yet at your internship, but you might could work out something where on Fridays you get to engage with the students a little bit more on like a consistent routine that you and your teacher have that you set up. Teaching students specific skills they need to participate successfully. Treating mistakes in a positive way, and I know you're going to work with students, small groups, one-on-one, And they're going to make mistakes. Think about ways that you can be very positive, okay, and uplifting. Using positive language, teaching in ways that build excitement about learning, giving students opportunities to reflect on their learning. And then you've already reached out to parents. Internship this week, maybe start looking for those students that seem most disconnected. So come up with a list together, okay, and then we're going to use that list next, okay? Okay.
Just maybe individual, or like if you know like
I can have them work on something quietly, or they can do whatever they need.
maybe like forcing them.
Well, they're in here, or sometimes in study hall. I have a little bit of a different schedule because of the way they go out on their internships. The other teachers get planted at the end of the day, and mine flip-flops. Let's see, 12:30.
Okay.
Work and catching up on college work.
College work. I got ahead of my college work actually. I'm very
Okay.
proud of myself.
And what are you taking?
ACA, math, and biology.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are getting ahead on college work, and you're working, and you're working. Okay. And making lots of good money and saving all of it for college, right?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Good. Anything? Anybody do anything for fun?
Are we going to the game?
Oh, we're going
Friday?
to the
Okay.
game.
That's today. The game. And I assume we're rooting for Tarboro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Not for that other team on the
No.
other side of the county. Just
No,
like
the other
there's
side
no
of the
room for
county.
them. Okay. Cool. Bob, are we good?
Keep talking, keep
Okay.
talking.
All right.
Talk about school or something. Talk about school.
A, B,
How
C,
things are
D,
going.
E, F, G.
How's school
No.
going, Marlicia? Have you caught up on your yard points?
What do
A
you
lot of
think?
laughing.
So,
Guys, be serious for a little bit. Go ahead.
Okay.
tell me about your senior project. Okay.
Well, I'm planning on doing something with graphic designing.
Yep.
But
I got your email about that.
I just have to try to find like a mentor
Okay.
that can help me.
And we'll do that. We'll get you a mentor that'll help you with your graphic design project. I've got a couple people in mind. Miss Kathy Webb's going to be able to help us. So I owe you a response to your email. I'm sorry. I'm a little slow on
You
that.
good?
Okay. Good. So graphic design. And what are you doing tonight?
I want to do like child psychology. So I reached out to a few people and one person responded. And they wanted to talk more about like the details.
Yep. Yeah. Child psychology is tough because you have like those privacy issues around like therapy and counseling and all that. So it's tough to be a high school student who's trying to get field experience in an area that has like that privacy agreement. But we'll see what we can do. All right, we can make it work. There are
Great, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, a block. I would notice this.
Shrubbery. Bring me a shrubbery. All right.